losses to the state in the running of the Ghana school feeding program, with 81 metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies and the management of the program blamed for the mismanagement, bloated enrollment figures, duplication of schools, and payments of grants to non-existent caterers, just a ghost caterers. In the 2017-2018 academic year, as well as under declaration of revenue from sale of application forms, according to the report, account for the huge losses running into millions of cedis. The report accuses the 81 MMDAs of declaring only 194,383 from amount of 1.09 million. As much as 899,617 from the sale of application forms is unaccounted for and has been outstanding since 2017. Auditor General's report has been forwarded to Parliament, and the report singles out the Secretary East District for particularly padding the enrollment of the figures and manipulation of data. Now, we Secretary East District, if you are oko further down our graphic story numa just Iyoko National Security Ghana School Feeding Program Secretariat omaye san hwehwemu na just tan ama yesi ketre bi kra yibisa no or say she received payment for 380 pupils instead of 172. Okosinchi Methodist Primary School omoye 442 and so you duplicating no just say twice ghost caterer abem just a tan udi echire manyo yeah
chairman
can be me here.
Yo, yeba Democrats Kunini Daily Graphic hemua Kratafeto so edu NCA page 16 and a chairman Ekin Kanye which emo say Juma yenye ni ye Juma so no basa sika samwa yemma emu enna ho and Auditor General kwa yemu enhwehwemu ewo school feeding program emu na honsam no wode ababetuja ya Timothy Nyembe and a train semi ediaba na what say 2018 Auditor General's report for school feeding program no no sikasem mo a enna ho sikasem ayaya ne basa was school feeding program no mo no en wode ababontin to se enam so amede ekapa en ababeto Ghana school feeding program no so na we no wo mo ye hwehwemu efa mensin seminar fe kropo assembly no mako aduowotwe baako en na wo mo ye san hwehemu no efri ya osu se sobo no empanyimfo mo da school feeding program na no won na wo se etimi edebo ni edi kan wo chemu a enkoda dodo a wo mu ewo school a ye yes school feeding wo mu no ne dodo no wo mo de abɔ ho emrenu ne miensa enna eno danchan so a grants ne ade a yetua de mo mo no ye de marketers a eni ho enti je se caterers no wo mo ye enum a ye se bia wo mo ye be edunum yes ye twa bi agum na no ekɔ oyonko ekotoko mu nti we ne esi afi 2017-2018 academic year no na eno danchan so a application forms bi a wo mo eton ye ne ade a ehu sika wo so wo de ba no eno so sika dodo no wo mo te so ebi ti bi kɔ hye ba bi enna je se de susuro ena ababeye omei ekomu etu wo report ne kyerɛ 81 MMDAs na wo mkoye mu ehwehwemu no sika wasa wo de ba no wo de 194,383 Ghana cedis pe ena wo de ba ye yanka ne papa mu pa anka waso mo de 1.09 million Ghana cedis and waso mtimi de ba nanso application forms to 21,880 wo aton ya kyese hu sika no wo edi eduhwe sika beka bansa na school feeding sano a emu 899,617 2016 dear ayera ya basis abrenya dia ye hu no chese report yi wo mo edibi akwakotom na shebedwam amemra shebedwafo wo mo so eba abebobo ho no wo so yiri sechere east mensin no esi encha ya wo mo de ne susuro de aka bia no chese wo nyina asem kan ye bebre na ewo wo mo ho enti chese ano empanyufo mo da Ghana school feeding program ano sika bia wo matwetwea ne ade ne nyina chese sika ne die chairman wo ma eni se susuro be 1.10 million Ghana cedis crowd ye hunu ba bi mpa no so kra no afa ayera akwakodi oyonko ekotukuo mu
chese no your forms ni sika o
me pa chowan
bam yo monto aso asamo Just gone past 9 in the morning. Good morning to you, Kwabena Ansa and Kwame Ado of the 94-year group Addition 94. You have a good one. And to you, Nana Yao of the Office of the Vice President. Enjoy your day.
It's STV, baby.
Esse na papa no wabo. Esse na papa no wabo.
Wabo papa why you hate you cry? No wabo dem do. Why you hate papa wabo chum? No wabo, what no wabo.
Oro for yata.
Hello.
What him say na mu police beat me abecho.
Police.
Papa.
Police here, your police then I went for police.
Papa.
Yes, see a police in I got you say a crown and fin will was said and cried in a win through. Now we are there, I'm so we are. Ah, police. You know that how can be a night crown and can move enough to me. Now the police in my family nation and to the city Kurunga. Within 15 minutes, can have insurance, a jabatum, 15 minutes. Opa, police no tell me what happened. I am calling my organizers. 15 minutes, one my family police station. When they are saying you receive them. Yes! God, you're not small boys, how? You're not small boys, huh? A crown film, you didn't know. Means who take.
Now we are being chased with stones. They are approaching us. The police are also moving away from the danger zone. Quite surprising. They are unable to calm situations. Total chaos at Old Fadama. Even residents here are also running. It's getting serious by the minute. This is very bad. Police vehicles are being attacked. Police officers are being attacked. Citizens are being attacked. And we, the media, are also under attack. We are now running for our dear lives. Oh my word. This can't be happening in the 21st century. Director of Public Relations at the Ghana Police Service is here to talk to us. We are running for our lives, aren't we?
No.
We are running for our lives.
No, we are not running for our lives.
But we are running for our lives. They are pelting us with stones. And you are running as well.
I'm not running. I'm going to my car.
Yeah, but at least you are escaping from danger.
I'm not escaping from danger.
The situation is out of control, wouldn't you agree?
The police are in charge.
I'm in charge, are but clearly we are all running for our lives.
We are in charge.
But we are all running for our lives. How can you be in charge? We are running for our lives.
I mean, you as a civilian have to run for your life.
To pretend that Safe Asata running for his life. He just joined a police vehicle and he's gone. Now we journalists and some civilians here are running for our dear lives.
The police station baby na ayadea megusa DC ne MPC ayadea police station na bakroma no ya bachi nipa bi amamrantie bi abomu dompse police for be miensa na ya wa no machi nipa to police station the police for no ko ho ana amrantie no kwa akoyi police ni no anam ko yi omo suspect dem no na agi police for them ana em say enra kra enra BBC wo race course eye krofo akọ a mo de mo pe fans as ho sisi dan police focus stop mo no mo start to ebo police no ye na ebo mo ban police no ye na ebo property ho ban na say ye ti bi amoye ho ban a na efa so be na wo yeso obi abe wadwene say police station ya chi di pa ho o de o pe police station wa ko yi di pa no a me fa o say me di Kumasi police na ba be gu kroma ya ye no 1 to 1 boot to boot who say mo na mo soma ye mo asoma ma ye ne ma ye mfa nya adwuma ye ma na ye be use na no make us na make man ka ase for nko me come obia o te ga na say emre na Crawford take police station no it say twam police force so a mo be ye adwuma wa ha no it say mo ye adwuma no ma animonyam ba police adwuma mu enye say Kokrokoo yi mo ba jeje bribe mo ba ha now the police ba twetwe bribe heart o police ni ba ha o che ba jeje the Crawford guys o mo le ba bro so enti se police ni so ye obi abone a o ma ya so nti na obi afa emra no enhye nsem
BSFM 104.3 good to me take.
Yeah, try it so anope na studio num ora our friend Alhaji Nasir Mohammed, National Communications Officer, Zongo Caucus, NDC, Ewaha anope ora friend Eugene Boachi Entry, our Rashid Bedwenima Subing, was also a Deputy Minister, Works and Housing, Ewaha anope ora friend Kwesi Pratt Jr. or a Centurion in the Diobokrat Ding at the Insight, Ewaha anope Ansana Meko, Dr. Amwako ewo abenwaha ewo adente chiri hop baby na Dr. Amwako din krebia brem semen kaiman too also Chairman General AK Benevolent Dictator. I wish to humbly ask the President Nana Adudankwa Akufo-Addo to drive through places like Abenwaha where I live. He will see for himself that apart from Zongo areas, there are 1,001 slums all over the country. Therefore, to select only the Zongos for special development is discriminatory and absolutely wrong. There are very many slum areas that are far less developed than the Zongos that the president has set up a whole ministry for. Mr. President, all slums deserve their share of the national cake. All slum be slum. Dr. Amwako Abenwaha. Doctor, thank you very much and have a lovely day. Paying for me and saying, President Machi Akwaba.
Master Yemia.
Boko dear.
Last week,
Jose. Last week. Oh, last week, that was. Tuesday, man, but not also Friday, one man. And to be new year, 1-1.
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Say Tuesday, man, but not also Friday, one man.
Moody attitude.
Professor Jacob said, Uja tita every job whiny whiny. Pa, but over Thursday.
Okay.
Yawa da no buy.
I didn't find Hamza.
New school same ya. But say ja. And kitty be so share. Eugene. Into PDS ya be. Una wa bem.
Amen. And the committee can for Queen so Tifo.
Ya Joso.
Tifo teach you subin precious for Omunti Mitibe, the Omo Juma Semene. I'll pay me chairman, Honorable Mike Lucy Bunsu, and my pound for Moja party, so the police station officers, delegates, coordinators in Chumina. Mame, PDS.
Yes, sir.
I'll pay me mad good. My magazine, somebody pays by each of me say.
What are we?
I'll pay Kwame so friendly. Kwame
Nkrumah gets here.
And I was friendly. And he, Kwame, I saw it.
Yes.
Besipani Kunia Hamai. And before see it as a bangers of four.
Yeah.
I said, Minia Kojo Pon Kruma, MP of Francia Irbi, issue statement, 30th of July. 2019, and it's on map Putokakra.
BTA.
As a statement, the government of Ghana, through the Ministry of Finance and the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG Limited, has suspended the concession agreement with Power Distribution Services, PDS for short, Ghana Limited, with immediate effect. The decision follows the detection of fundamental and material breaches of PDS's obligation in the provision of payment securities, that demand guarantees, for the transaction which have been discovered upon further due diligence. The demand guarantees were key prerequisites for the lease of assets on 1st March 2019 to secure the assets that were transferred to the concessionaire. The government is conducting a full inquiry into the matter, and the outcome will inform the next course of action. The government has taken steps to ensure distribution, billing, and payment services continue uninterrupted. The general public and customers are assured that this development will not interfere with the distribution of electricity services to customers. Signed, Kojo Nkrumah, MP, Minister for Information. Kwame, I don't pay so Kwame so no so anya apobia because information about some journalists for the area receive the interception. Enti o boss ma ini o ba ko so cheche mu twi. No on busa say o kan ban so position. Na me say my position the any krata ma kan kire we. Nemu asebe mi no president so ko Angola bitie no. Asma president e kan say aban ba wasede ne say obobo on mine ejapade ho ban. What you say? Yes. It's the duty of every government. Inti abandon ejapade na obo ho ban so. In the same vein, you don't want to ward off potential investors. And I believe say kwame here tradition na e free moye dankwa buzia domo. I said dankwa domo buzia no. Je privatization di. And as I making the private sector the engine for growth or growth in GD. Enti yam pese ibititia will be a fan with so. Because investor be also a time sika in this case as a company a Filipino company.
Yeah. Philippines.
Philippines. Or more time musica about my BMA. You look at say investments, very safe, very secured. Now, very safe, very secured. I am running one mine, no. What I say? Judiciary. And then the rule of law is harmony. I can't attract the party say. Then some music come mine more. And go fast as in Biamreme. Into when sometimes, over 2 ways be say fraud, over 2 ways be say forgery. Abra, my say, oh, yeah, inquiry, I don't feel say, yeah, you teach your break a crash because the moment where involve a multinational company, no, the international world is watching us. So, now, a bank say, we detect fundamental and material breaches. I know they are broke for cracker. And carry, what do I say? The can say, I buy you. What do I say? No, it's a specific say. When I touch him, into your twaso or any year. Because I mean, go for sick as I did.
Yeah.
And a Ghana for so exactly once a day. And you must balance the two. What I say, one you're careful. Now, one funny pana, ABA office where be a tear or minor now, where be officer, what they were one for one pass one, I may get Jumos, then we be not a could pass and tissape. Whammy. Next time we'll be at the sick about binding pet. Now, I think, am I Whammy? A developing nation. The time be a young profession of music and no money media about wine. Even some more democracy is a Britain, no one town crash, and anything of what is come out. I mean, last time I was so amazed. This is saying Arabs say own properties of Britain, no. I mean, still, as we speak, for the music from Chrome, the same war because of enabling environment system, because of the rule of law, and because of more compassion, a sense of justice, and many in our kaboom. Into Kwame as a former colony, and a certain president, as a brow bugina, or born call to them. What do you say? When you say yen chayason into Assem. Was a necessary teen someone in the Kwame Committee, say, be so okay now. Like I say, be a says a free PDS for no. No one's much almost seven. What do I say? As inquiry, would table, no telephone. Yeah, would be as I would abide the young way, Juma. Now, there won't be an Indian and fat pepper and me, I about to him and both sides. What do I say? No be able to say, oh, at least me a friend man could come, Master Mcoins, you team and I ain't teaming. And say, I'm free partner, send me or the be an answer, be a sort of a capi. Yes, sir. Mammy, the other how many say? Say, a man, yes, I know my teach you know. Some Mamiana, you won't try, Papa. What do I say? Because I say, will be a bebuana, fee, bobuano, a fast mamma. Meanwhile, be a boss of bois, so our family, so also Trino. It will mean in I and no man. Inquiry no ebeye edi report aba because we tie after statement me tie president who Angola minister PP by here no begin say nkomo okoso what you say we say you free all the stakeholders and obi a wo ka fa say no bia no say itie wom na sana it mebua say I am pass fundamental and material breaches no indeed did okay what you
say aban be a free abem and semi free mubano a boa attendada ama akoye se PDS for no aye boni bi ehua ma che so mabu omabo ma no dwirim bi o se na wo kan no pa che senka ye mu aten fa akopɛ ye ntia asem ye ntia fa na nina but I say I'm paying for the idea to Mr. PDS.
Mr. Pratt, what from another?
Yeah, shouldn't PDS.
What from Mr. Pratt?
Not yet.
No, over now,
for clarity.
Third paragraph.
Media.
Third paragraph. Third paragraph. The government is conducting a full inquiry. Now, full inquiry, you bank one who tin who. What do I say? Because the other stakeholders, I said my friend, it knows you the word full inquiry. No, so my fees say, well, Boa 7. Why would I say Boa 7? My brother contract. No, and I'm a maternity contract. No, but my cancer. Oh, the advisor was suspended agreement. No, pending a full inquiry. Full inquiry is, you know, Kwame, PDS, I'm sure they all have their day in court. What they say? Because an inquiry, they are so free for no meaning. What they say? It's not going to say, okay, I'm buying paying for minimum paying for more. And I'm going to say, words be a while dealing with contracts, you know. You are scared, but the moment you mention fraud, you know, fraud vicious everything in law. What do I say? And the air cap was used to words be fraud, a forgery, one because.
And young one energy minister did buy.
I mean, test what I said.
Okay.
Another count fraud.
Okay, it was 2 weeks, 2 points, I mean, but I'm just going strictly by statement, you know, and it's the president can yam them as it's here. Video, no, or Angola, no. But tears my president can and the president mentioned fraud and I mentioned forgery. And I said the cost we say be a minia John Piame who our can be so baby at maintain. But Kwame, as a sector minister, no be privy to information be a mini. But Kwame, it will all come out in the wash. What I say, inquiry no you might quite no. Say be will be a minister will be a officer for a forged that and a forgery or present it to inquiry. What do you say? It's here immediately feel say yenya butoyem. Na yen train na aban and fan report umra. Say this is the final conclusive report on PDS on PDS ECG concessionaire agreement, you know. What do you say? Ama concession agreement, sorry. Ama ye say when we touch him into aban say. Not unnecessary as be free honorable Kojo Ponkuma and I say presidency wabano. If you say we should hasten slowly.
Festina lente. Kwesi, Brem.
Festina lente.
Hasten slowly. Bra Kwesi.
Some no dos. But what's in the year? But in the year. Massa, Edikan. Am I yet to say there? Nansayara and Yemia Kudo Ponkruma at the Assembly Betuga. It has a mean I began. Yanko kind could do upon Kruma, Kratana or Troy. Answer na could do upon Kruma Beba Bonti. Seminsura, Bayer Busumi, Bayer Watchy. They will walk at a friend Herald. Sansamina Watrodada, and then some Fuflo, a Shassia check, Watrodada, I mean, Nati, a Dihunko Monia de, come on. And watching. And can Aban Swafua be the Chia John Jinapo. As far back as March, and what in Tim Crata the commandment penny said, near Kosu PDS, no, and Yadi Papa. And some will be now, a Shasa Crata now, Trocomama penny. In the end, said beautiful Frobia bar and so on. I had a bet Dawa. I check Babus in Bay what treaty. The me boy would be a moon cancer. Oh, them tell me. Now, me, and no more Bakum, you be, and Hammy. Edikan, sir, who are Bemu now wants a bibia air costume, and yet now Trisaya. And repeat, a tabo of us, and I'm a boy. So what you have to move that day in Korea? You are to assign there. Why are the Robio? Boy, yellow, or them said, yeah, cousin, as a chin obey. Until I had not seen who a baby or one Cassation, no more was, I did for Quacky and Tree. Into me, reverse cacra. Ya nefe. Na say a band is so. That's what was an idea no corner in Yana say, or pim reverse cacra. That's what no also sign back. A ye sana, ya ne had drink cacra. On them, opening coming to me.
Me too, can see.
Yet ye baby. And I buying Casa Mafua a year or Ponkum. Edibet too, that's a bidding coin. Then I'm saying, Uncle, you PDS, Ninty. I buy a suspended PDS a concession agreement.
Yeah.
Master, me, meaning, sir, buying and I suspended PDS agreement. Or my penny to me, and they are suspended PDS.
I said, could you look at some of mine?
Exactly. Or Casama buying.
I buy no. So mine.
Into me, father, sir. Young could do Fiada. A bin so sa ko statement for a PDS gromo don mo koso no
PDS ni suspend you and as suspend you. Na se suspend you one. One more ko yes statement fear da no. Omo ni o man peni wan na otumi.
Because we there ubusa asman say won asem.
Me bisa sam pa so man peni se yes suspend. Na so obi asa for man peni achi. Akotwotro nkrata se PDS aduma na omo ye no wo mo nkoso nwa. Sa wo mo ko yes ade no. Ene o man peni wan na otumi. Masa, asem modu. Masa Eugene, una wa bem, asem modu. Say o man peni no kra fe de ebu okra ye mfa bi ma no. Ana so man peni ni hu bi, ana wayi nani, eno waka na no atum se bi no nkoka na.
That's all my penny Ghana for not to Abano. And to accountable to Ghana for. In the beginning, to be the new slow be on our point to be.
It's one more, yes, one more, or man penny. I can see a suspended agreement, no more 4 man penny. I got to a Tadia that was a PDS on Cosunia de Dumano. Again, one who joined statement between ECG and PDS. One
Mr. President has a 2 credit. I've been out of the system. There was a joint statement by the two. Okay.
And in fact, he said they have agreed. So PDS from Kosu and Sika, a bills. PDS is still responsible for meter reading. PDS is still responsible for fault repairs as well. How much do you PDS in suspension or in fact? I think Yakukwana system be why I'm between tests.
And Yakukwana, some cases make much in Kakran. Say,
almost make us a work as a
over me.
No problem.
Location mate this would be Yama.
So you send me the mention.
David.
I said, look at me. Me, I also asked him.
Oh, there beat me here, no opening me means.
I said, we may not catch them
because I hire you. Me and then to go near
David.
Yes, yeah, Minusia, Monsieur de Baby. Pacho. So me can be na sachia. Which with me no. So me can be na without to be. I know nya ade be ha me.
Okay.
On na me say. Inti someone me bisapa they say. On man ya ye wo mu. On man pani to me no. Wan sa na wo.
Adako Kufuado.
And no abeka chess was suspended PDS. Na bi no fa na chi say PDS go suspend wo mu koso yan wo.
Debbie. Mame.
Yes,
President Bekasai. As my president can not very specific. I'm sure it's to do with the concession agreement. And that is suspended. And that in the practical realm, and one day the car I could do PDS for no. So say be a meter reading, no bill and that. If so many years, no transfer come out. And to some more Sajia, a bit creative. A power interruptions that are in the system.
Maminga.
And to be fair, sir, oh, question Manusi.
One Manusi. Mamma Cacro.
And I mean, so
what the amount because we use money easy.
Condition.
Yes, sir.
Caveat.
Yes, sir.
They say, a man pay because I really maybe I'm going to one will say, and I'm not going to repeat it. I'm going to more Gia, and yet 1 day transfer. What you say in TSB, a more quantum, and no money in our bread, ECG back. It will be a sad agreement between 2 parties. No, Ebiana and Gabon money. What you say? Here I say, I can't know. Say, after that, in pay for share the sector minister. Any true that be a bomb Payama say, I send a senate to this be more quan, what I say to imagine. Say, I can say, book up our Western region for 2 weeks. I say, no, there will be a beer from the grid from Bay. That can't catch him. It did a son of yes, say, be a Mampany kind, or be the boom, no one gonna want to show my baby. It will be a show my baby. They have some chance in the bank.
That's a pass. I said, we were trim come on.
And grow. Sorry, 2 a.m.
Why, question?
You do not trust him. I said, what you did to Moon at the end of some so, Brian, Mampany, because you are suspended at the end. I heard the full correct.
Let's see, be the condition precedent. You be your condition subsequent.
Yes, sir.
What do you say? It may be a time and now man paying take a minor decision. What do you say? Not one way we're not available to him. It's possible. I don't know my way. Or any person. Where's he? Any person.
Master.
That's why I'm paying. So who be beer? Where's he? That's how the only one that's swallowed.
David, Ninkasa, opening Pacho. Ninkasa. Yeah.
Meaning, Pablo,
Obia Oye Omampeni. Na Bodni Baku, any supreme commander of the Ghana Armed Forces.
David, Commander-in-Chief.
Commander-in-Chief. So, why the supreme commander?
Commander-in-Chief, Master. Commander-in-Chief.
No, that's a different thing.
Master Pacho, no problem. Or intelligence agencies are. Or be taking.
My intelligence, don't they get it wrong sometimes?
Oh, okay. Pacho.
How many people say now?
Pacho. Quite apart from intelligence agencies, all the expertise in the public service is available to him. It is a man penny be taking decision. That's why yes, our consultations here on the impact of the decision and so on. That's a problem. Of course, one penny the party said, "Oh, Jack, I feel
also find a time.
Quick one. You need my muha and our President Mahama. Echo you and address you and not part of his speech were missing. How many memoha?
You were Accra International.
Okay, Accra. No, on your man penny. I will be true, so Sedana you today and see. Yeah, President, I'm going to do the away.
Oh, how?
There's some kind. Don't say remember I just say. No, but you. As my whole can say so you. Yeah. Speech no. I never tell okay speech no. Yeah, farm no. Oh, but you see, I'm not saying more hackle me.
They do yeah, who work here?
No problem. Yes, sir. Okay.
If you come and want to see, I am beyond your control.
No problem.
I just say, ma obia di pebia san credit for so or any part ebia hono where who and I want it. Or any part, the first one president gets who bibia.
Anyway, right, noted. Question. Yes.
Somebody said the whole answer will come to Kokrokoo. And so now, Nessie, the Hunsen be here, see, Bisa. Master Hanim, Ubia Waya Omampeni. Utumi signing death warrant me kuku. Signing death warrant me kuku. You're trying for murder and so on. And your Omampeni there, Ansana Obeba out with decisions and so on. Some processes have to take place. And this said me a day. Ukrapo the way minister also there no Kakracha and media on them chairman. Inti with the infantry or military, the true one ya afraid they're not vegetable na can crack. It's never not true. No, they are not true who we are. Opening fraud, you mean I'm back.
Ubianka fraud, Mamenti.
Minister of Energy, Nekata the whole Ubia. I said, you know, a fraudulent and so on. Minister of Energy.
Not one part, na Kratano kind of way. You might.
Usually, my primary.
And then they will buy a no problem. Minister of Energy, Neka, Yamina Maker.
Usually, I'm a Kratana.
Okay.
And then Minister of Energy in Kwao. Masa, former Deputy Minister of Energy in the Kufuor administration. Or ranking member of the Energy Committee of Parliament. As a matter of fact, Katie
ranking.
But Katie cannot be ranking. No.
Say, our bail is it when you're ranking. The opposition are ranking. They are bail.
And she said, deep post no crash. First, that's it.
Grow.
As a matter of fact, also, again, a chassis and I had by another who's in Koyi.
Katie.
Yes. Now, one more bobo who know bisa and no more catches you on Tony Bo. Now, conditions precedent there, they be why ever best Sanuma Numa Koyi. Or see, he believes that the thing was wrong, but he didn't think that it would get this far. On one case and no mukasa.
And also source no way.
Me bomb is and you just me do ma come here bomb.
And the man way.
But come in say America near no.
Yeah, because it take quarantine okay. One
guys want to.
One I want to talk with you.
Because say what buy no credit.
I might not be no when I go buy. I'm going to put you to.
And then someone be saying you are no and ko ye.
And I'm say bomb mintie. Me mente.
Kwame wo be bomb ma. Me sure say Kwame wo be bomb ma. Ono Bekasa. Ono Katie Hammond. MPP ni mapa. Mingi ni so obi ye MPP ni chain Katie Hammond. Ana Katie Hammond crowd the oka say I didn't say ni ekodo. Ehia hwehwe mu ye pa na yetwe ni pa so. Because way e mo odrem ono na eka.
But Kwesi, is it not interesting say in one breath you see a hwehwe mu. Yeah, investigations. In another breath amount for be a fear bam, a bisu in your bam, a passage judgment to that. Is it not interesting?
You can see if you more, I don't say you need the DSA. You understand?
Me too.
Sometimes who did the power receives a Bibia Cocho. Now, so yeah, and if you move in order to establish full culpability. What is that profanity?
Matthias,
wine the year, you know, you want to establish that. As for the fact that Bonia Koso there, we know that Bonia Koso. On them, an inquiry does not necessarily presume the innocence of people who are involved in something. On them, it's young cancer. Now, Kwame, Yenya Katie Hammond career. Ya Yenya a complex. Honorable Kennedy, Japan. What in Honorable Kennedy?
Also, them.
Hey, also, Honor dear. Ceciano, as some net the Hono, on comes so ye NPP near and answer ye NDC. A brusa, a Ghana, my assam, and the Eka. If you know, or can you play? Because of Donny mine Ghana. No, see, a combine the same, and Yaku Crew, Electricity Company of Ghana. I'm a company beer. Woman for Fadden crown to her.
Are we sure of that?
I said, evidence have an interest, sir.
I'm sure of what Kennedy Japan said. I'm saying what Kennedy Japan said.
I know what you mean.
There's evidence to the contrary.
So you are challenging Kennedy Japan?
Oh, I'm not challenging him, but I'm saying there's evidence to the contrary.
What is that evidence?
The evidence that Kwame because I will say about 12.25 million. You took to escape the echo.
That's the kind of double HI.
Oh,
yes, the kind of double HI.
But Kwame,
yes.
Many are you just so want to come here and me now in Beku.
There is a woman I'm not here to discuss personalities. I'm here to discuss the matter in hand.
Sir, and
what draw poor Kalejapo din and what drop Yamundi.
My body did mean drop.
Oh, Sunday what drop.
By the way, all the cancer.
And America will say the honorable Kalejapo cancer. Evidence so and pay Kwame Kwet so me a grant interview and more working kind for available to him which say about 12.3 million. It is going to Tiako. Okay. What do I say? I tell me to say media. Yeah, can make us all what.
Okay.
But I say, but as my Baswano Pedro, when I'm bleeding side, which also be a ubi.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a very important, so say, okay.
We are not, but we are the same voice.
Oh. And
also the card bearing member, but still the same voice.
And also free.
Oh,
UJ is very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
Me do ni fano.
Okay.
Statement to be how be yen
NDC. We are increased.
Not necessarily.
I wouldn't, sir.
Oh, not the we are increased.
Social democrat. Now why a point?
Me or Honda hear me.
What's that?
Oh, and
Enti man kwa bi.
I'm cry opening. Enti masa. Wa see akura some more what? O my ejapade. Yes see between 22 billion and 28 billion. That's will be the 12 point something abeji.
There was this guy with triangle. Was it?
That's what abeji.
But say yan kase ni e ton ejapade.
Oh, see.
Say yan kase e ton ejapade.
Makazo biato.
O say
this what abeji.
O say on the 12 point something abeji.
Yes, what abeji.
No, abeji say what ton.
Hey, why are you hanging on to this thing? Kwame.
Crazy.
Concession what you say.
Crazy.
Concession what you say.
Ebi am ntia say chichi mu.
What abeji? Ono na manage ECG. Masa pacho what abeji? What abeji abede no manage.
But kwesi so kaso bi abeji a now stretch like I say wa for the free.
Abede you are picking on small.
I said why I say I said why me go go see kwesi.
Debi me kwesi. Na sama e ka no ehia me.
Ono hia PR bia o. Maso hia PR bia.
Ehia PR bia ya ma. Wo ye point bi say obi tia to bi obi tia say yemfa ye dem.
Nasiru ECG assets na their value at 16 billion. I guess 16 to 22 billion. The assets are valued finite figures of 16 billion. Finite. Ebi most will be
other valuations.
Other than said they all contract. We said that one is my career speaking to facts. Speaking to facts.
Here, if you're the chair, me who made that statement to be aware. Kwame, my serious, but me feeling I am here.
Hey, and they who doctor next week.
Made that statement on here and say they did due diligence. And that they accepted documents presented to them on the basis of faith and so on. And that if you due diligence, will be the letter brown as a Ujinidia. Now, would you letter and one should more every due diligence?
Because I probably
can't do the statement and meet the issue last Friday. Go and read the statement. If you due diligence, no Hifa.
Why? What do we say?
Pastor, I'm take this.
Okay.
Why?
Due diligence, no Hifa. Meanwhile, one I must say the Yeshua. In one breath, no more cassette. I didn't issue a movie and you bought thing. Me boy.
Me the time visa my so you buy me casa ya do be Cabiano. Okay.
Now, there won't be a movie, and so can you exonerate people?
No one is exonerating them.
And the Indians are. And the Indians
are.
Because I dare wish you a movie, if you cannot pronounce people guilty, you can also not pronounce people innocent.
That's nobody has been pronounced guilty or innocent, Tana.
Crazy majority.
And I tell you now, Musi, you will not movie, and I say the same.
Sir, as some other pen. I in him contract started from 20.
Me encourage you one Ghana for benefit.
Now buy Ghana for buy.
Cause I buy
one to buy my own say Ghana for buy. Who you gonna need? I buy Ghana for petrol.
Yeah, now there's some like off rough road. Yeah, now they go for rough road. Are they?
So to my CVP. I don't want to my CVP. Let's was there one round. But you can say second round to my. Okay.
So now
why me? The chair say contract that started 2015.
Maybe I can just one or two things very quickly. Okay. Obviously, I'm listening from Kofodia, and let's also note that ECG currently has a staff of only 140, all of them based in Accra. By the initial arrangement, PDC has a staff strength of 6,700. And for work to continue, it is only prudent that ECG will cede functions listed in the release to be handled by PDS, since the staff to carry out these duties are PDS staff.
Oh, Kwame.
I think we should allow the arrangement to work to prevent the country from going maybe back to Dumso. Abraham Lincoln, Koforia. This one says, Kwame, PDS was supposed to pay $100 million in the first year and issue a bank guarantee of $400 million to the deal. The $12.5 million PDS paid was for the premium of their insurance guarantee, not their working capital. Just to add to your discussion, Isaac in Tema.
Okay,
I leave you there.
Masa, Kwame, Mpacho. any concession agreement, yeah, and I transfer the staff of ECG to PDS.
Obviously.
So what are they talking about? Say ECG were only staff strength of this and so on and so on. It's a concession agreement.
Mana what you mana?
Yeah, this make him saying. Make him saying. Is it a concession agreement? No, your concession agreement. Oh, meaning also who church who have me crash me and family on them. It doesn't spoil anything. Concession agreement, yeah, and I transfer stuff.
I know. But so want test any on test yes sir. It is also branch anymore. So I said on test yes and what test no. So on the show.
Winning, Kwame, Pacho, real practical problem. Thursday, Kwame TV.
Meet you?
Thursday, and in a bill, electricity bill. In a PDS bill. In fact, I was lost. I said, any PDS in your suspended one. My cross instructions to be because you freeze or more account and so on. And see, how can I pay this money to PDS? I was in the country.
Of course.
And I'm sure a lot of people were in the same situation. I didn't quite here. I said, oh, Monsanko to my PDS. The SSK in my PDS, one more accounts in freeze here. They know that they're likely to lose this concession and so on. They have a right to withdraw monies we are paying into the account and so on. If they do, what happens to the fate of ECG? Meanwhile, no agreement was based on flawed reasoning. And I never make
can you
make a flawed reasoning?
Flawed. I don't can hear because of kind of fraud.
But some fraud in the Obiaka, minister. Yes, citizens or your cabinet. What I'm afraid the other fraud.
Let's listen to Mr. Pamucho. Yeah, train.
Oh, we're getting him. That's somebody can say. Or say, ECG 50. You name say problem at that ECG, no, a car at that almost. Apart from that, ECG, no, expertise, a technical expertise near them. Obi any bin change ECG. Enti ebra banka say a canet that had one ring fancy and as one would woman start to cano so. There was no longer any reason for handing over ECG to anybody. This is getting him on. And I fully agree with him. In fact, this is the same reason now. Public Utility Workers Union and TUC advancing a YNTA one. This is the same reason institutions like Third World Network near the debate was say, if the main problem is the indebtedness and government has solved the main problem, why do you hand it over to a smaller, inferior company?
Hey,
I mean it. No, any hash. It is the truth. Here, Dan brother, Kwame now niha. Ejapa not yakunya wemu. Anna, yaka about capacity and so on. A capacity one kind say, that's a capacity there. There's no company beyond ECG a work capacity for electricity distribution. In Ghana. Because only ECG has done it. So there's no private company in Ghana with that requisite experience and so on. A Japan can America.
But so don't have it.
Oh, Penny, now can was some more. Obi some now, Coca. Who bet your hand no pay? Me myself now, can as a was some now. Alabraca. Minia. Hello. Even that, Nami, Minkanu Crunchum, Kwame, what? Yeah. 50 President Muhammad Brissuna started to say, I was fighting this agreement.
But I was 30 years old, 2015.
And yet, NPP Assembly America, and Ghana Mayasem, I fought it under President Muhammad. Oh, everybody knows that. Abraham Mukaso Mukoji 500 million if you America for her. Now, I'm ECG, they are my private company. I was opposed to it. Now we are being vindicated. Those of us who opposed it are being vindicated. You understand? Now, more credit, mobile, West.
25 years, about 20 years.
Master, but
and
what can Professor Kokrokoo's statement on that matter?
Who paid the Abu? Who can't go Makunyasem? Who paid the Abu?
But what trouble? What can? The fact that Modi got 51% no, is not necessarily patriotic. You understand? That's why they call 51%. NASA is not going to profit the country. NASA one more bear won the ecofadia. It moves from the arena of patriotism. This is Professor Kokrokoo. I've read him. You understand? Now, Nyamika and say, Ghana and Pedifono, a Meraswan. I said, yeah, more dream one more to a Bamamu home. Namutie or Massa. Yeah, bre could never a campaign in Mamu to a Bamamu. Nia Baka no find Yaduma. Namu Dimrika Namoko IMF Moko World Bank, Namoko America, Namuko Tia Futu. Namonko Sunyasa. Na debia so be bre ekogina wiem akoya campaign na mama akoto Obama mu na mo jaye yasam mo could for America ni World Bank ni IMF nsam e de be miamia yen e no ya bre mutie Ghana for sufra the whole of the TUC Trade Union Congress etiasa adi mo amfi won most civil society organizations etia ni amoye mo amfi won all the minor political parties etia ni amuye one fi won
political parties omni parliament obi
there be mummy enu pe na mo mummy enu pe and I win parliament I win say mummy enu pe na
na so kan say na majority say me o mo do so na obi 106
yeah make us say
they watch that honestly
I said that and I'm muntie and mo kofa we abeto me say insurance guarantee no crowd I will still be opposed to it because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to transfer such a national asset to a company who doesn't have the relevant expertise and the relevant institutional knowledge and so on. It doesn't make sense, and that is the context within which I use an inferior company.
Really a hash kakra.
Na PDS not fairly ECG.
Yeah, but I said
in terms of assets, in terms of exposure, in terms of availability of technical expertise and so on, PDS not any ECG. Not any ECG. I'm ECG akuma PDS. I say anything. Allah braka.
Nasiru Brembia.
What bre?
Chairman.
Metie Nasiru.
Me den chair so mo ama etiefo nyina.
Ye Joso ye nam no wen.
Na hey chairman we ambush we ambush
ambush in the night
chairman mesa so e de nchia kese ama ale so na o jama se sala ye di no Sunday no omoma ye kwan eje ye ntata ye ne ye flag bearer His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yenya akwanya ekotena ase ni yenya akwan ani wo mo kodi enkita ho na efe dada wo mase besan free one na mechia ye tesano police aye wo mo MTU wo mo commander ani na bedwafo nyina no
ha do mo chiwana
oh debi me hu so mo ye juma papa bi
MTU do to chichi o man bia na ya chiwo bi tira
Thursday we sabe ba ha me fi ha no na
last week we tie problems because baby ya me come nu kakra na sa control ni ade uni say wunti obi yam chair be free
miminti
wa me se fa kanti kwasi osi madam for no dia and you ya cheme
hey na one kan just on me nka na one na me ko dem hede bia
oh airport share like papa na
oh airport share yeah
na me ko e fa na
guys on me tie all
one Jimmy Capre
me cruise pa no
ozi wunti
yedana sifa airport share tie service for that mass at least when you move for so kakra everybody check for your website
chama mezo bitu fa ho
patch off ho
that testing police for no MT almost started juma pa bi am say traffic light bi just before the police station pray bebre no na amanfo embu sa traffic light romo afifa red buma ebobo amanfo man kwofo da hospital amino ka say omama womuni abre womu ekwentia sa driver for no a womu ye santina me ka che o say omu ye juma pa ya ma omonto aso PDS hun sensem arede em say yakasa akwenim na utie obi biara oka PDS ho nsɛm a wotumi enya antiase bi sɛ bibi atochima nam saa so ama ne ya hemfo aye National House of Chiefs ebe kasa na womo so ede womo voice abeka Ghana for voice a womo ka fa PDS ho a womo describe ne say a national shame say nimguase kese a yedi egu oman ni nyina na say sanso dia na wo say yebo brim kakra na ye start ehwe say den ebe ya saade we ensensibio na esi no anase bibi atochima no se bibi wo hwa ebe ya ebe ma obi kra agire ikire a ondwen se wono so ebe fa saate bia we mu edi chese apanyansa kwan bi so abeje Ghana ade a wodwe ne ho a wonti ase se eba ne sa Nienti America sa ne se hwe letters a ye de go round ne ne keka ho nyina no me kan letter me ankasa menua Eugene akin kan wa ha kojo opon kroma ensa ena shase ye no a say the third paragraph was say the government is conducting a full inquiry into the matter and the outcome will inform the next course of action. Very critical. As someone bayan kasankasa edi etudwa no say yen Ghana for say na be ya yebenya rehemu ewa ban mu enya ehunu say wo mo hwe ama obi enada yen. Na yeda sore ya after this clear promise no na ye say PDS for any ECG for eguso eye juma ama ye den krata bi so abetudwa se PDS for no sika wo mo jeje ne ne ekeka ho no wo mo nkoso a enje mitie menu ya Eugene so ha ne the calculated attempt say asembia obeka bi no emame etiase say indeed metimi agye atum say this entire saga no dodo ano me meka ho evi say enye bibia na aban ne ni abre say obe boa Ghana fo na emom eye enhihye bia na womo ahyehye efa letter bia ya cho no on the 2nd March 2019 yankasa ya finance minister etroye wa appointed lawyer Kotoampa say ombejinamu na omwa na titu or say the ministry requires that Ghanaian shareholders in the consolidated and shareholding is consolidated and held by a single new incorporated Ghanaian entity, the SPV, in which the initial Ghanaian shareholding and or any other Ghanaian investor from time to time would hold shares. Sa krata we ena de bia no me gina so eka se bibi koso wo ho a na yenim. Esan se ye nyina no ye gitumu se eye enhihye bia na ewo ho a ankrankra ede wo musika ba wo mo beboa na ya offload the responsibility of ECG no akoto wo nsemu na se mfaso ba wo mo so anya mfaso wo mu se wo mo be ye wo madwuma me hu bibia finance minister be free a obeka kire yen se yempe kwan bi so a ye be yen hyehyɛ a saa obia ne interest na obia ne sika obenya no ye be kyeche no na yama kwan so se Ghana ni bia no from time to time ebetumi enye sika ni bi say or you interested me hu de ntia ye be ne sa ye ne kwan so I mean fa bi biara fa private public partnership say nipa de the sika ba any to be ade a opese ode the sika no ebeye e na ode beye enye wo na obeche no say e wo say o sika no ode we ma we na ode we ma we na ma kwan say obi nso betumi abeto because clearly no na e ka kire me say na enhihye bi wo ho a anka obi na adwen mu no sɛ yɛyɛ biribi awie a wɔn a wɔn gyina anim no a yɛfi sɛ yɛde ECG no ama wɔn no obi nso bɛfa akyiri na wagye afiri wɔn nsam esan sɛ saa nhyehyɛeɛ no na yɛayɛ besides that denti ɛna ɔmanpanyin ankasa the minister of information a yɛ Kojo Pon Kroma ɛne yɛn ɛkasa no wɔn ntumi ɛnsi so wɔn tumi si so mom ɛka kyerɛ yɛn sɛ biribi ato kyima ɛsan sɛ saa condition precedent ne nea ɛkeka ho ne guarantee bi a ɛwɔ sɛ wɔn ɛde ba a wɔn ntumi amfa mba no aban ehunu sɛ ɛntɔ yie nti yɛ suspend edwuma no a yɛde ama PDS wɔn ntumi anka kyerɛ because clearly no from the onset prima facie case a wɔnya no ɛkyerɛ sɛ biribi ato kyima nti na nka mfe sɛ wɔbɛka kyerɛ me sɛ hwɛ what terminate pending further investigation but also suspended nea nti a me fi sɛ yɛyɛ no suspended ɛne nea me ankasa metie me nua UG ɛka wɔ ha no ɛkyerɛ me pepe sɛ confirm believe bi a ebi mu wɔ sɛ yɛyɛ saa this whole initiative no sɛ de bɛyɛ a wɔn a wɔn aso ayɛ den na sika ne kyɛ no wɔn pɛ sɛ wɔn de enibre bi ɛbɛ mu no yɛhyɛki wɔn kakra wɔn bɛtumi wɔn sɛ yɛbɛtumi agye adeɛ no afiri wɔn nsam na wante letter na mekenka yɛ no wopa kenka mama o letter no bi wobɛhu yɛsɛ yɛbɛkyekyɛ shares no ɛna mɛ sɛ yɛbɛkyekyɛ shares no ɛno kenka enti sɛ teacher shares no anase interest no na yɛndeɛ media ma adwe mu sɛ na me hu nyoma no na je sɛ obi ntiase bi na amba beebi a yɛkyekyɛ no na obi pɛ sɛ ɔyɛ asoɔden nti ɛbɛkyerɛ ne tumi that is the whole thing.
Okay, na wadwe na wo kyerɛ sɛ bia wo nyina so bia meba
oba chairman
masa
madwe no ejina so bia
maybe so now can so wadwe na wo kyerɛ
correct na make an ejina so no na make kan letter minister of finance ankasa achro
ma say sa letter na
what Mr. Pamonkasari
enti ye ko ye nimu no
NDC
ya shekio ama Eugene kura be confirm wa ha say mo ye kasa no mo hwede yi na ebia yante afane nyina enti sesei no a ye tieti afane no ebia na asem no enti se ne yete clearly no wo kasa akere me na metie nsem a MPP fo mpanyimfo a wo mo nimdeɛ ɛwɔ saa enyamkane ho nsensɛm ho ɛne asɛm a ɔmo akade atudwa ɛne metie nia enne kura minister ono nso cabinet or advice o mampanyin ɛfa enyamkane ho nsensɛm aka afa saa de we ho a na clearly no metumi no sɛ obi ɛmfa Ghana for serious but last week yɛbɛtena ha no Professor Jekum ɛka asɛm bi ɔsɛ wodi wani mienu ɛhwɛ nto a uhini na ele
uhini ne humu
ehumu na eno na abede idi no sabe kasa na meka gosi so se ye kosoro eba fom eye ne ebeye bia no a ene anka embre bia na former president Dramani Mahama ene di ade a anka ye bete say at least to show commitment say yes abai no eye determined to meet the aspirations of the good people of Ghana no anye hwekura no obi e de ne dwuma beto fom yetie in some we can cite several examples and kana yedesre NDC for na ne I can give you the example of Bas Branding. I can give you example of Bas Branding. I just say minister no e jifa ativo e de ne dwuma to ho say ye be ye nhwehwemu a mentimi several
can when
e ni pacho mini host o
one match man
what is na maka bibi no ka se mi mu ade o mate that's it
also me the address it
me to aso no na me ka go si so say anka ne ye nyina no ye hu ne se bibia to chima na eye PDS fo na ya assign so atwen ma omampanyi akodu Angola na ye declare ono gi Angola ka kire wo mo se o bibia to chima ama ye hwehwemu ne ne ekeka ho ye ka kire ye nsan hwehwemu no eye for specific days e ba ne sen e na ye ntumi entwen for that specific days, at least grano to come back and say, oh, Nesenia na ye dweno, and yes, I net here. Name Obi Pentam, aye binti. Before that 30 days, no cry, ye the crat up for Abetuja, or Montwaso, and Yamujuma. In fact, and now Obi, Adje Bibi Atuchima, we ain't Shimu, a fan home. Now one man of Quanso say, on Tinaho and Guswa and yes, I Jumano. In fact, I bisa. With no sense on me, a busy da. Oh, yes, I know now woman the Pacono pine, say Bibi or wow, what the best you are, Obenya Pino, essence of that so Bibi or ye Jumano, nobody see you, I'm a nuclear demono, ye. Inti ande Ghana for Ninano air catchable say Sana Muntuna Mutuyano. It is nothing but create, loot, and share. To say any Guasia Cassia Mudiama or my Ghana. And America for Cratano, what church or Womonso and this for a troy. Say Sa Adiano Seni Sikon, PDS and several, and Shishimu a Safata. And Omuhia say yebeye. It's as a Sikano cry free or eba. Besides that, sir, privatization issue yankasa. What is the position of MPP then in opposition? Main Kai Shekurano, Mekai, young vice president, Alhaji Mahamadou Baumia. Ni position of Okase. Yenina yeti o my muhano. Ye unfair, say ECG 4. Say yen yabaka chon so mun tumi yo mujuma yi enti yakope ankran for abeboa wo ayo mujuma wa bra wo mu aban no ene de wo muka a che say sika no ntumi ntua aban no de ka enti wontua sika no na ECG for mekai anko kwesi prat position a wo mu ede agency sa privatization no ene say privatizing ECG a and that kolebu anasa institution be a of just a national importance. I have what am I saving? So, woman, to your electricity bill, a young crank over the doom into the normal privatization. And a buying and put here in Sikano, that was Bamia's position. And then, says you can buy it here and say privatization.
Many sure.
And your Koya now say buy.
You know,
it is very unfortunate. Media. Ye be ye the same wo ye be kan the same wo mbemfo bibiri aka ehho asem saban no ebetie sa asem we in particular na wa ye bibia fa ho ebeboa no so wontie na se mfaso a ankra wo aban no mu ebenya na ye wo mo nidaso a wo mo nkoso anye na abrabatu ama ye nyina ya ba be kire ya adwen aka se ebeto ababiu
Anapɛ mika sembi ema me frɛ ma me bia ma kwafo sɛ ɔmra me kan bi ma me na esanse ye din komo na PDS nti na yenya ho asamanka but enne obi anya adagye a onfa graphic no hwɛ page 16 irregularities in school feeding program sani amount for this school feeding aya high life atwaswa be sinne Auditor General akwakọ yenhwehwemu a we hu just a ghost caterers na eka ho a yetu omuka ama sikam pim ashre but it is all good one day madam for ebone kai the wind will blow and the trophy of the Kokrokoo will be seen anyway. Still talking about PDS this morning. Kwesi Pratt Jr., Eugene Boachi Entry, Nasir Mohammed. Other issues on the table: PDS, irregularities in school feeding program, proposed increase in communication tax, other matters are rising. Now, Abeku of Ejumako Mando says, let the NDC man in your studio know that dividends are shared according to the quantum of the money invested, not equal. Abeku. Farouk Intema says, all the NDCs interested in this PDS brouhaha is doing vile propaganda. That's Farouk Intema. Walanyo Inakwetia says, PDS is currently suspended, but their stickers, logos, and letterheads are seen all around their offices. They should be taken off immediately by order. By whose order?
But they are not suspended. Are they suspended? Collecting light bills and everything.
That's why I said it's conflicting. Last week when you were discussing, okay, I'll leave the last week out because I'm not too sure about it. Why would ECG, who we are told uncovered the anomalies in the contractual agreement of PDS, with a common voice release a joint statement on the ongoing PDS brouhaha? The issue now looks sketchy and will now ask that we exercise restraint in bashing PDS whilst investigations are still underway. Akwesi Reynolds in Agona, Odobing. Chairman General, our problem in Ghana is that those who know better and have deep knowledge on issues in the country twist issues to favor their interests without thinking about solutions to the problem at hand. This affects the development of the country. Politicization, personal interest, the bane of our development. Kofi Nyakon in Holland. If you'd like to send a message, 0244 844-488. Opese with the message bar 0244 844-488. Into the cofa baby na when who say akanya pacho why? The one who brought
the one who brought once now.
The one who brought Sachinarum officinarum to the house must be blamed if the said house is visited by lizards. In short, over to NDC. Kondos Bedu Seshi Asafo. What is Sachinarum officinarum? I shall say. Anyway, it is 0244-844-488. Peace 104.3. Ghanaians thought they were voting into office a leader who is better than John Mahama. Unfortunately, they've ended up getting the worst. This PDS thing stinks and is the best example of create, loot and share. Charles Nyame in Asman Kese, Musa Abattoir in Kumasi says, I solidly support Kwesi Pratt's point. Unless bipartisan committee is constituted to look into the PDS scandal, the party involved will do everything humanly possible to cover it up. Any attempt to clear somebody in this scandal will be resisted by the taxpayer. Musa Abattoir in Kumasi. As I said, 0244-844-488. I seriously can't think far on the NDC side in the brouhaha. That government created deliberately and still suspended for further investigations. Well, George Chatting in Adenta sends that one in. Anyway, let's see if I have anybody here. Eugene, bring me a point.
I want to send a text. My person kind you. Maybe I refer to politicization and personal interest. Very important. So can people become one of you?
Let me see. Is it still here? No, it's gone.
Okay.
Maybe share. Oh, it's gone. Sorry.
I say politicization and personal interest, the bane of our national
of our development.
I couldn't agree with him.
Let me see if it's on this plate. Okay, it's here. Our problem in the country is those who know better and have deep knowledge on issues in the country twist things to favor their interest without thinking about solutions to the problem at hand. Politicization, personal interest, the bane of our development. Kofi Nyako, Holland.
Kofi Nyako, Stankan. I mean, as one of the American presidents. It's all kind of what. What saying in solutions, not criticism, solutions. What do you say? Am I to me? You should have to come and say it, criticize MPP, NDC, even if it's all true, near true. Yet to me, I say, MPP food in high trouble for, and NDC food in high sebi be before. And it means I say, on the media, and this food that I'm doing as a trouble for before you say. I did chat the saying, yeah, you pay. And what we see, I see in the area of farmers, I did a queen. I did a boy mine. Because to me, I pretty now, I put me one mine on. Yeah, but be back, said, yeah, I say a Bible cracker appreciation. What do I say? But to me, I echo in our campaign, some example take, you shade your and say, your mind will be nay, nay, you ma bem, not what to have been, Messica bem. No be asked what What you say? Like why me man is sad that be sorry. They are bad. No, so all kind of way they are by politics, MPP right. We say this right. Why me man like why?
Monka che.
Because if you come say ba, me na see to aswase. Fancy na see to ote me aswase kwa Robert is saying. Ote fancy ote be carry about. Why not me say? O ka so be fa kuma say be fa adwoso ade kwan wa. To we fa keep kusta ba. Me so me te eja. Me feel say me so because me ko fa keep kusta me kwa be me fa the main road the bay. Fa is a waba. Be you be drum kan. O da say. You can never do. It is all DC, so MPP. You trouble ma wa. Gonna put you na trouble ma. Say be your man penny. On ba our fan club na pound for mo bo na ye adwuma. Ibi kona e fe fi sia nko ya. You na dia pam. But yet think as asem ba the bia no e black and white. It asem na e ma me nua me bom na ba so say o kan me ya adwuma no. Oh, sometimes kwame bi kakra bia obenya die nti na bia o kan no atum no kwakoro on be so be ka. What I use the officer the party nti o ti ase. Ba kwame na obi kan report to be enra. Na report na small channel say Ghana ha no you ko bi wo so a o mo share the party bia o. O de o mo floating
Swing voters.
Yes, it do bia de na hino no ko to ho aba. O de ase asema na hino no ko to ho aba. Sankro for the swing elections.
Yep.
O de ase.
Na mo abe munim de.
Oh, wa me nim sesa.
Ayo.
And yeah man here coalitions ni bia na.
Oh, they be say na mobile be my na we different.
Oh, za gwa.
As a munim.
E put we there mama bombi na say.
Oh, me am more. Say MPP for. Munim say swing voters for Ghana.
Of course.
Munim sir.
I don't muni ho.
Ayo.
I
am say munim. Oh, Eugene there. Eugene is a very Oh, Eugene a very measured person. Oh, Eugene yeah.
Kwesi.
Oh, Kwesi Eugene there.
Yes. Me say, MPP for nyanya so abofo. And I need for nyanya so nyanya so abofo. Na ina penfo bu be say, efie bia no mesa wo.
Na denti na wonji ndi say MPP ni aka say fraud I fraud. Denti na wonji. Wa ji atu.
I me see na sinu hekelo kakra. Me say na sinu also be say boniam kakra ye be say mo kasa. Me tie.
Se bibia koso. O de ase na entwe ya. Entwe ese hwe de no. Because that day no Ghana assets and liabilities now. After the 7th of January, you're the MPP. See a person.
Yeah.
What do I say? And it will be was some baby car, personal interest, and I said politicization. You can never translate. I've tried to stay the middle ground. So, yeah, we must balance the rights of the investor. That's miracle for no PDS, only PDS for buying against that of the citizens of Ghana. By the home. What I say? What think I say? We all buy, you know. I'm the crata buy. Never could try crata on your home. A big crab by my sibijam. My second also a Ghana. We're gonna be out my sibijam. Well, the consequence is 205. Cover a Spanish Ghana in a. What I say? It will be much more business. What can I say? I can't tell me a corner semi aviano. Say any personal interest name free ho. Any possession name free ho. Not a beer, MPP and the city. Any man you come and go out.
Yeah.
And go be I don't deserve me track same way. When I say black was like I said them say you swing voters or I don't tell you swing voters or be able to be swing voters.
Oh, I mean that's how na oka.
Be able to be swing voters. And I said was where Makana stations Makuma come here so say opposition parties nowhere anywhere win power. It's the governments that lose them. Makana Metro, Makana UTV. So opposition bien o win election. Aban ne lusu aba. O ti ase e ti e aban ma wa ya ma otumi se de tino. Na se e be ya business as usual and say man dey ha. Na wo mancrofo bi kwan am the class match. O bit me kan tell me say agreement I be inherited from 2015. 25 is at about 20 years. Ye nwa adwuma no. E bad, e worst thing. Created to share na hu no man 8 years ago and I just 2.5 years ago. Nobody can convince me of that.
Well, of course, that's
nobody can convince me of that. Nobody. Nobody. Unless you have a kind of crown pay. Because a coup for a buy, and then 25 years, whatever 20 years. What I say, agreement so yes I hear the Copa Bayo. You have a tool, you have any trouble pay. And this way you want to be
somebody what to be what to trouble you.
Because it was
mentors come with us as mentors.
Now Obisimen can't just say tell Eugene change that we the floating voters we don't like the siren no. Yo. Oh say Abrasi. Say Abrasi.
You do it. You see there because I want to say Abrasi. City FM started Abrasi. Oh, that's a City FM na ebo mu jaka kan na efe. Why about America? America be so form with the abam. It's wrong. And I'm going to say there may be reasons.
But it's wrong. You know.
No.
So it's wrong.
Of course. Say, no appointment, traffic man. There's nothing wrong. Maybe sometimes, no. Emergency. One day, be a minister or office. Let's work there. I mean, there was no way, let's go give a speech or British. There was no way, say, no, with me, do us our time. No, I don't know what you're going to do. On the other side, this part.
Ain't it other no one Simuntem? That's true.
Am I yourself? 9 to 5.
That's true.
Even opposition crowd, and who you say so be saying you get here. 9 to 5. Boys was so be free a chanapaga. Or that's my bad.
Your money be
oh,
now your ma Kabila.
Yes, I know.
Question I would travel like my Debbie.
Yes, I know.
The fact of the matter is that Kwame.
Yes.
Your doctors are almost sirens or medical doctors
for emergencies. But unfortunately, I had
nothing wrong with having sirens, but
no,
it's the abuse.
Thank you.
It's the abuse
but,
use of it.
But one abuse no. Abuse from ministers, deputy ministers, government appointees, regular government appointees.
No, I don't know.
Party apparatchiks, party chairman. Party constituency regional chairman, vice chairman.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm going to be count.
DCs.
I don't know who we are. Your friend say.
Half chairman.
He was riding with a siren.
Half regional chairman.
On his car. I'm not making it up. Be some. Hey, yes, I was shooting. I can't watch him. But it happened. It happens. Businessmen, I saw for. Boys and girls, Ubia keke. Rio no diwechi. There bufuni apotro den. Rio no mi diwechi. Osa say no more back be apotro but. Apotro. I don't can help bufu. No diwechi. Crazy.
Chairman General say e combine say no. Kebia kebe fanisa. Unim kwami. Me who ye me bufu ye me tanchen bibiara. On se lenu eni no. Me no mu fesu.
Say the traffic link kwa.
O fesu direct.
Traffic link.
One yan two hunter mo be bo ka say o. And look na me tanchen bibiara no. Ba o the infantry ho. Masa. Nya me nya yigina ke. E die mpa na metu kaka.
Waka no kre.
No krepa na ugina ke. Ye hwe ni ye ni amfa bibia nkoya manyosan MPP versus NDC. Ebe bo man no agu man no asai bibia. Enti wakasa mefua so. Ni ameka ka ho an se mmom. Ye ma osio enye oyo.
Me no ya dwen.
Osio enye oyo. Yo se akasa yi na no. Masa ene wunnim na MPP foko ebribi. Na woni won nya dwe na bekape ese we NDC ni I don't count
ba ase ko ta boy yem che ese ko kan de papa ya ye
na de ono boka sama mo
se mo ta ye boni
ese papa na boy
ta ye boni
ese papa na boy
papa ye kan
ta ye boni ye ta de papa
oh montanya no uncle dem ha do bi say ya me bomo ba so ana kwa me boa
one time more my baso
one time ne papa yo ntam wo
who was you going to say share no come for me
I don't think no buy won me fa just
yes what can I do
yes Eugene
and I say ko si brand ba be na djuma na so ba be na djuma but no get something be kon to kwa
David
o ka bi etia ban etia bi party a meka bi
na say ne wa ni o ka e ni se bi bi ka
o dia say but no credit say kwame no credit say Ghana for eto aba ma ye say ye de no vi say sonko e chen na de Muhammad dai ni mu and no the time they must guide us in all things we do. Because our distinction was very clear, at least 6 months leading up to election in 2016. Se Sankro Fuidie, it feels so me papa chair 1 month on.
And 2.5 years after election, no sir.
Yeah, that must be our guiding principle in government. Se Sankro Fono, Gidi Umunya we muno. Yaman Yen Shemukina.
Masa kwa mpacho mesre kwa se kwa kwa se minko
kwesi be ma kwa bat beba obi say KSK, do you also realize that you always leave out one group of people who also abuse sirens, servicemen, police, military, and people in the services? Oh, everybody man, policemen who just want to go to their destination quickly. Let's address them to Cyril in Accra. But sometimes it's true.
Very.
Police if only be
sometimes it's real.
There's a particular police car. Who's a police police? There be a sirens. I know Pebia or Quadma sirens. I day.
They don't bet traffic.
Now one better traffic. Now one better traffic. One better traffic. Jama mama kwa mama be mwana.
Meet Abraham.
Oh David. Oh Jama mama kwa. Jama.
Meet you. I'm sorry the community. Why a salary be no be ma
Jama meet UG. Asemo kaye efa to say ye amanyo sem ani se ne hia se ye bedi asem so na ye kan hu se ebi mu wo ho a wo mu eye independent of political parties no a wo mu na eboa ema parties e wini anaso wo mu lose election o ka sa asem no na me kai menua chama o kai ye nua 27 na oyem pabwa. Odasoye. Horseman shoes. Former President Mahama to me share the pabwa and man mileage. Aye ni obetimi aye bia. Nemum sa yenua Tony no. Enhu say na ono de na adwim na bibi enkoyie. Enti okuntiae John Dramani Mahama aban no. Ene oye sa de no a tibia na yede na efemu no ama watro bibi kakre bia o ma me kwan ya making kan
me pacho otro we
ne Facebook.
Okay, good.
Ne Facebook.
Okay.
Emperor Tony Sanaya. I say I feel all sort of emotion right now. I tormented Mahama on social media. I swear I did. Even to the extent that my tweets were shown to him when he was about to mention me, but he said he would still mention me because I'm a Ghanaian and I deserve it. After the mention, I went ahead to go on protest against his government because I thought it was for the Ghanaian cause. With the benefit of hindsight, it is one of my greatest regrets. Today, I try to express my displeasure about this current government, and I'll be branded NDC because of my name and Muhammad's mention. I don't know whether I am hurt or disappointed, but all I have been saying is they feed us with hope and are now poisoning our souls. We ain't going nowhere. There is no Ghanaian dream, at least not for the majority of us. Ne kura no, and say me kai minua senaya say there is still a Ghanaian dream. It's an say, ye papa, ye nua, what you are ye Jumadin a Ghana for ne, ye money din say Abutrehini, John the Mani Mahama, Jia to Musa or Babu. A Jumadin or Baye, or Betuaso, Amagana ye, and ye Krano, Chairman, Mekaise, a quine, a tutua, a tutua yen koye, sa patches nibium. Na ye de. Ya big greedy so aye ne papa bia to say standard o da sorry a obehu ene sa kwan no ya san go back to 20 years ago in the 80s ade ana ye no eno na ne ya san ko biom Martina zero to aso nkoso sa ebe ye yi nyame adoma John the Man Mahama ebe nya sa kwanya no asesa no man me da se
Alhaji Nasir Mohammed Kwesi Pratt Jr. and Eugene Boachi entry obi say Kwame come to Bonso Junction. Just stand there for only 30 minutes. You'll witness unnecessary sirens with police leading even Abuboya. Abuboya, they are dying. The most powerful message in the Bible is love your neighbor as yourself. Do Ghanaian politicians and leaders know this? There's a danger looming, and they must be careful with the decisions they take today. Kwamina Edmondson, A.K. Juju, says that in Kumasi for more. Something Kwamina Miche. Only hello FM Funina, chairman of page. This one says, I know the police officer Kwesi Pratt is talking about because I live in Ashon, man. Master, next time take a photo for me. Take him, bring him here. We'll go put him out. We'll go show the world. Say we see him. If it will continue like that, make you bring in photo. Patrick Ifa in Tokyo, Japan says, I have a simple question. Maybe you or your panelists can help. I followed all politicians who come to your show and other media houses. All of them speak against corruption. I have never heard any politician who supports any act of corruption, yet there's so much of it in almost every government. KSK, ask the politicians in your studio this morning for me. How and why do we hear of so many corruption cases when they are in government? Why so many corruption allegations in Ghana when they all speak against the act? Patrick Ifa in Tokyo. Remember some time ago I said there's hypocrisy and dishonesty. It is part of our lifestyle. And then this one says, Chairman General, good morning. I am listening to you. This is from Abigail, who says, I'm listening to you. Good morning, Abigail. Thank you very much. And then, okay, Don Pino from Malam, happy birthday to you. I'll leave you to your birthday wishes. I'll do nothing else but with that one for you this morning. And then, Mayor here. This one says, okay. Anyway, well, someone Brian Boabi, I see you also out there, but I'll read you later. I'm sure you know I'll read you now. Chairman General, good morning. Yes, John Mahama believed and still believes that Ghanaians have a short memory, so he's turned around and he's telling us that what? Okay, you don't want to vote for him. All right, understandable, but please let's use the decorous language. Talking of sirens, there are these cars which always have their sirens on. When they get to Fanko barrier, they always take the roundabout and face those coming from Accra, heading towards Taifa with their sirens on. I was once told it was an MP. Okay, I'll leave it there. You put a name, but I will check. Give me evidence why. And then MPP, God is watching you, Samuel in Tema. And then this one says, our biggest problem is the media, because 95% of media guys, you guys, don't want to hold this government accountable for their actions. Enoch in Takwa, isn't it interesting that you sent your message to the same media that you accuse?
Peace FM. Box on my bohotration. Hey. Yeah. What you for? De.
Chile. What do you mean, Gado? What does that come out? The others are coming. So, Maserati, Bugatti, was it captures and my giant cry and die. What's I buy any show? That's who you have
Good morning, Alex. Thank you for listening. Have a great day too. The next news broadcast is on at 12. Kofi Kumbilson takes over your radio. Thank you as always for joining us by air, voice, and text. The first working day of the week, even though it's a Tuesday. We're going till tomorrow, Wednesday, which will be the 14th. May your day be blessed. Wherever you are, keep your dreams and hopes alive. And as always, it's a tough world, trust me. And so when you stop to say a prayer, please say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.